welcome back to the Planet Pearl YouTube channel. I'm Pearlin, and today we are going to piece together a baby quilt top using charm packs. If you're not familiar with charm packs, they are pre-cut squares of fabric, usually 5 into 5 inches, that are perfect for quick and easy quilt projects. I love using charm packs because they take guesswork out of fabric selection and cutting, making it really simple to create a beautiful quilt top in no time. So let's get started. So before I start, I want to show this little setup that I have on my dining table with all the tools and the charm packs and everything. I have 2 charm packs here from a collection called Noah's Ark. It was designed by Stacy Shu. It is such a cute whimsical design, and I was drawn to the colors and the print when I saw this collection in the shop. I thought it would be fun to make a baby quilt with this collection. So I'm really fond of making baby quilts. I also got 2 coordinating fabrics so that I can use it as a border after I put together the quilt top. So the first step is to lay out the squares and decide the design. I'm going for a simple traditional layout today, but there are so many ways you can arrange these squares to create different patterns and effects. What I'm doing here is I'm laying out the squares, my squares, in 8 rows of 8 squares each. So what I've done here is I've laid out my squares in 8 rows of 8 squares each, and I have these squares left in the charm pack, which I'm planning to use as a backing. I took my time to play around with the layout, balancing the colors and the prints, so the quilt top has a nice cohesive look. One thing I like to do as I'm laying out the colors is to take a picture on my phone and then edit and see it in black and white to make sure that both the colors and the values are cohesive together, because sometimes even if the color is really bright, it might be lighter in value, and it looks like it's not evenly distributed color values. I'm no expert at all, but I try to get a little better with each project that I make. So once I'm happy with this arrangement, it's time to start sewing, and I'm happy with this arrangement. Now the layout is set and we are going to sew the squares together row by row. And I'm going to use a 1/4 inch seam allowance for this quilt, which is pretty standard for most quilting projects. It's important to keep the seams consistent to make sure everything lines up nicely when I assemble the rows. I like to chain piece my squares. So when I say chain piece, I stack them together. I think I'm going to put this on top of this and on top of this, and this one on top of this, and this on top of this. Then I'll sew this all together in one row so that it's faster, and then once I have sewn these seams, I will open this and then join this on top of here, and do the same for the rest of the ones, and so I will just sew them all together. So I stack them together and sew them all together, then use and then sew the rows one after the other. I'm just going to use off-white thread here, like the one that I'm having in my hand. It's not pure pearl white, it's just off-white, and then I have my bobbin in white as well. So I'm going to prep my machine now and get sewing. Then sew the rows one after the other. Once all the rows are sewn, I'm going to press the seams, pressing them in opposite directions so that the rows nest together perfectly when I join them. When I say nest the seams, I just place them touching each other, where they just kind of fit in and feel smooth. So now with all the rows ready, I have joined them together to form this quilt top, and it has all come together and it looks like a finished piece. I took my time here to make sure that all the lines aligned nicely, and it makes a big difference to the finished look of the quilt top, although sometimes I don't have them. And there you have the quilt top all pieced together. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. It's amazing how quickly you can put together a quilt top with a charm pack, and it's such a fun and satisfying project. The next step will be to add the batting and the backing and the binding, but that's a project for another day. For now, I'm just going to enjoy how this quilt top looks. It's so cute and it's perfect for a little one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give thumbs up, and if you are new here, be sure to subscribe for more quilting, sewing, embroidery, knitting, and all the crafty content. I've got lots of exciting projects coming up, and I'd love to have you join me on my creative journey. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye.